This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening.
This is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
We'll go to NXT. I'll go to the CWC.
Hell yeah.
We'll be at 205 Live.
I can truly say that I have the whole damn world in my hand.
Goodbye and good night.
Hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on the BrokenInfinite.com, Podomac.com, iTunes, and wherever else we find this fine audio recording. And live on RVT Entertainment's official YouTube channel. Oh my god. Anyway, we're here to talk about professional wrestling, both in the mainstream and the independent scene. Also, I'm watching TWK doing the what chant.
Because our buddy Hairball wants to know what happened 21 years ago tonight. And I'm pretty sure it's a certain somebody inventing one of the most cash-in phrases of all time. And what is basically used as the undisputed "this show sucks" chant nowadays, if I remember correctly. No, it's the Austin 316 problem. Oh, yeah. I was thinking of the what chant, which was about a couple months after, or a couple weeks after. No, that was like years after. That started in 2001.
Your mom started in 2001.
Hey! My name's Matty Jay, and that's TWK! Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, hello, I'm TWK of TWK Reviews. And as you heard it right in there, someone who I was not expecting to make your mom joke, someone who I thought was a puppet, someone who I thought was going to be a lady, ladies and gentlemen, Mumbles! Yay! Best intro ever. You're as much a lady as the Young Bucks are good Christian boys.
I am the first lady of Japanese wrestling commentary.
I'll take it.
Oh, thanks for having me back, you guys. I love being on this show so much.
Thank you. We appreciate it, and I think we need some much-needed levity for this one, because, oh boy, Money in the Bank. And I think, considering the events of the past week, we really need a women's perspective on things. Oh, boy, true. Yeah. True. It would definitely help.
Yeah.
And so much Japanese wrestling has happened since the last time we had you on.
Yeah, we can talk about that. What was it, like a 6.5-star match?
6.25.
2.5, yeah. 6 1/4. When
we had our buddy Mattis on, he thought the match was really overrated.
Oh.
You know what? I think we can all agree match of the year will be Okada versus Omega. The opinion will be which one you liked more.
For me personally, I think you guys know I'm a Los Ingobernables fan, so for me it was Tanahashi and Naito at Wrestle Kingdom, but that's neither here nor there.
Hey, it is what it is.
That's neither here nor there.
I think the idea is it ain't WWE that's winning it. But speaking of that,
by the way,
sure.
Shin reminded me. I have to tell Mumbles how I got my Switch because of gender.
Aha.
Did you, in fact, hinder gender? Is that how you got it?
No. Here we were. For those wondering what's going on, we were just talking about consoles before we went live, and T-Dub, we brought up that T-Dub won his particular new Nintendo Switch portable console. This needs to be explained before we hit the bad news button. My buddy Bobbert, he's a very generous fellow, and he decided to make a bet. He said that if Jinder Mahal won the WWE title, he would buy me a Switch.
That was a dumb bet on his part.
But here's the thing. I don't think anyone expected it to happen.
I did.
Well, you did.
I knew. He should have consulted me, but awesome.
Yeah, so I'm happy not only because Gender won, but now I have a Switch.
Yay!
Yeah, like
what game did you get on it?
Just Mario Kart at the moment because I already have Zelda on my Wii U.
Yeah. Cool though. Rad.
Yeah, here's the thing that I would have been happy even if I didn't get a Switch because I've been a fan of Gender for quite a few years now. So
really,
it was all in all just a really good night.
And of course, Shintai Girl, Gender, you're welcome, T-Dub.
Yes, now we've had this because of that. We now have this running gag where Gender just grants people's wishes.
Oh. Yeah. Trying to think of a wish I want, like maybe Pokemon game on the Switch. Zam! That's not here yet. One day.
It is coming.
According to the news, it's coming next year.
Yeah.
Look what I did! Thanks, Gender.
You're very welcome, my friend. Oh my God! Oh my God! Lord Popo is right. That means for the first time ever, Jinder Mahal's no longer a boy.
Oh no!
He's escaped the boy stable.
He's escaped the boy stable.
Is he a man?
Yes, now he is truly a man.
Wow,
oh my God, that is so true. But in accordance to the OSW rules, he's no longer a boy.
Wow. And with that out of the way, I believe it is now time to get on with our review of Money in the Bizzle.
Yeah, we do. But before I do, I think this is appropriate for you there, T-Dub, especially coming from the news there.
Every party needs a pooper, that's why they invited you. Party pooper, party pooper.
That sucks.
That's real, like if anyone had played that for me in real life, I'd be like, I'd want to be more of a party pooper. I feel like I would just embrace it. Like, fine, this is who I am now.
And before I hit the button, yeah, Mike Shell said, now he's a man! A man! Anyway. Money in the Bank, clip of the week number 1. You know, the obvious one would have been the bad news, but let's focus on something awesome. The final moments of the main event of Money in the Bank. Take a listen.
Styles trying to reach out here, and Nakamura hand in the face there. Styles and Nakamura trying to reach out. Oh no! Corbin took them both out. Corbin took out both men. Styles and Nakamura were dropped. There's no one in sight. Corbin up to the top.
Corbin's got it. Get it, Baron.
Corbin reaching.
Get it, Baron.
Corbin trying to unhook the briefcase. Taking a lot of time. Trying to grab the briefcase.
He's got it.
Baron.
He's got it.
Corbin is Mr. Money in the Bank.
Here is your winner, Baron Corbin.
All right. That's the thing that happened. Baron Corbin is now Mr. Money in the Bank. And as far as Ms. Money in the Bank, oh, I would say don't get me started.
Please do. Please get started. Please tell me how you feel, and then I will say how I feel.
We'll get to that in just a brief few minutes, because god damn it, I think people need to vent. I think people have vented, but I have buttons. Oh god, I have buttons.
So,
and I will push them.
Yes.
Do you guys did you want to talk about Mr. Money in the Bank first?
Well, we're doing the review, obviously.
Okay. Oh,
but
okay.
Money in the Bank pay-per-view, SmackDown exclusive. The sponsor was Gold Bond Ultimate because you needed the pain relief.
And they just made me want CM Punk back even more.
Yeah.
Because, Gold Bomb Mafia.
Oh, God.
I was thinking about his butt.
No. I was actually thinking about it was an old stable.
It's an old stable,
yeah. Butt when it's sore? Is that what it's for?
I don't like.
All I know is Gold on making medicated powder. Let's move on.
I actually have like a Gold Bond stick in my hand. It's for friction defense. Let's see. Soothes and comforts. Moisturizes, long-lasting, non-greasy, unscented.
And now, here's Alex. No, wait, this isn't Jeopardy. This is the Wrestle-Cast. Anyway, Scott Trade Center, St. Louis, Missouri. The attendance, as reported, 15,392. The pre-show match was the Hype Bros taking on the Colognes. The Hype Bros obviously won because the Colognes were just doing nothing.
I hella thought that Zack Ryder was gonna heel turn.
I know.
I did not think that because it's on the pre-show.
But it is a pre-show.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah. Oh, we got a heel turn though. We got a fucking heel turn this week, and there's another button for that fucker. Anyway, but let's get to it. The event proper, and it started with the ladies going for that white briefcase that actually looked kind of nice. Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. The winner to receive a SmackDown Women's Championship. Anytime, any place in the coming 360 days, 59, 60, something like that. Days.
Depending on when you're listening to the show.
Yeah, depending. As of recording, between 60 and 59. The people involved were Charlotte, Natalya, Tamina, and Becky Lynch. And of course, Carmella. No surprise entrance. They just left it at the 5. Carmella won. There's a couple of spots that were very nice.
I really liked Charlotte's diving.
Especially that one from the ladder. Superb.
I like the one from the corner. That twisting moonsault.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah,
definitely.
It was basically a Twisted Bliss.
Yeah,
Twisted Bliss.
Was really great.
And James fucking Ellsworth. Let's just...
Yeah. Before we get to that, I will say, the only thing that surprises me is that Charlotte did not do the moonsault off the top of a ladder, because I have a feeling that she probably wanted to.
She probably wanted to, and they told her... I think they just flat out told her, no, are you fucking crazy? Fuck no.
Her last name is Flair. Of course she is.
I feel like there is a couple things. I expected Natty to want to do, I don't know, like more meaner, violent stuff, because I know that Natty can take it. I know that Natty's game. And so I expected her to do more. I know that she did do a lot of really cool shit, but I felt like a lot of the women with this match, even though I thought it was a good match, I feel like they were kind of held back a little bit.
Would you say handcuffed just a little bit?
Yeah, definitely.
They did get 13 minutes, 20 seconds, which is more than they usually get, even for a singles match. But this is, I don't know. I think the whole thing boils down to James Ellsworth took the goddamn briefcase down.
This is definitely, if nothing else, created just more controversy than I've seen in wrestling in quite some time.
Okay. Now, I get you're trying to get heel heat for Carmella. That's fine. I see that you're trying to create a new star, and elevate more stars in your division. That's fine. But did you really have to put James Ellsworth on top of that ladder to take unhook that briefcase? That's the first. If this was ladder match number 2 or 3, I think the controversy would have been less so.
It was still gone. What are your guys' thoughts on them? What are your thoughts on them restarting the match, Mumbles?
Okay, can I just go off?
Go off. Let me just hit this fucking button, because I people think, oh, it's good. What do you think, T-Dub? Because I think it's bullshit. Matter of fact, let me hit the Sheiky button.
Fucking bullshit.
Because that's what I think of that. That's the lasting image of the last few moments of that first land match. A dude pulling a Harvey fucking Whippleman.
No, it's not that bad. But I will say that it was pretty bad that they did that, and I can't help but keep going back and forth on this because on one hand, like it's a dude winning, it's a dude getting the briefcase down, but on the other hand, it's getting good heat. The other hand, did they have to do it on the first ladder match? But on the other hand, holy shit, Carmella was really running with it until they restarted the match on SmackDown. So I can't help but keep going back and forth. So Mumbles, what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
So yesterday I tweeted, WWE took their dick out on Sunday, and then Tuesday they slammed it in the door. And that, to me, is what happened. So, like, okay, so on Sunday, they're like, whoa, look at this momentous thing. We're going to have the first women's Money in the Bank match. Wow, all these women are so inspiring. Girl power, blah, blah, blah.
And
That's
then Vincent Kennedy McMahon happened.
Right. Okay, so that happened, and when it did happen, I was pissed because I think that it was tone deaf. To me, it was like, look how important women are, and then it was like, nah, just kidding, this is fucking wrestling, women are important, suck it. And so that made me mad. But then on Tuesday, Carmella cut maybe one of the best promos I've heard in a long time, where she's like, hey, Charlotte Flair just took everything from her daddy. Natty's taking all that shit from her uncle. What makes me different? Like, I don't give a shit about girl power. I care about winning, and I care about money. And I was like, yes, we need a character like that. We need a character in wrestling who is a girl who doesn't give a fuck about girl power. Because so far, we've only had heels and faces who are like, yeah, girl power, I'm going to make history. And that's great, but it'd be really cool if we had a character that was like, fuck that shit. I just want to win. I want to make money, and that's how I want to do things. And that's cool. And so for her to cut that really cool promo that totally changed my mind about the whole thing. Like, I was real sour grapes on Sunday, but when I heard Carmella do her promo, I was like, cool, rad, let's do this. Get him, Carmella. And I was thinking about, like, how it'd be cool if she's just gloating for, like, a month, and then she goes to cash it in, and she loses to someone who's really good at wrestling. Like, that would have been rad, and we'd all feel good. But instead, like, they had Daniel Bryan come out and be like, I'm the man who knows best. I'm going to take away your briefcase, and we're going to have a match, and it's going to be real historic instead of that last time. And I'm like, you know what? Like, you just ruined it. To me, it, like, proved... You know how, like, sometimes you watch wrestling and you want to believe that it's real? And your mind tricks you into, like, oh, yeah, this is totally real. These people are fighting in real life. But when Daniel Bryan came down and said, we're going to restart that match because it wasn't historic enough, like, whoops. Like, I was just like, oh, okay, wrestling's fake. Nothing matters. They're just going to have Charlotte win or something cool. So...
Here's what I think happened. I think that maybe one of their sponsors saw like all the messages on Twitter and social media about how the ending was super sexist and misogynist, and pressured them to restart the match.
Either that, or Stephanie kicked Vince in the balls, going, "The fuck was that, old man?"
Okay, well then Stephanie's a fucking idiot, and that just like proves to me that Stephanie doesn't care about storytelling. She doesn't care about wrestling. She cares about optics. She cares about, oh, look at this really inspiring thing we did with WWE. Like, to me, it just comes across as so fake and so robotic and so corporate. And for once, I just wanted something weird that was real. And when Carmella cut that promo on Tuesday, it felt real. The things that she was saying felt like real things. And now it's gone.
Yeah.
And I'm sad because of that.
Here's the thing. I'm still giving their WWE and Vince McMahon a goddamn loser for what happened on Sunday. But what Carmella did was saying, okay, let's just own this shit. It happened. Let's turn this into good heat. And I agree with that. And then they just said, okay, no, we're going to restart the thing. And I'm like, you just rendered your pay-per-view useless by doing that.
And like
booking wise, you just told the entire people You just wasted $9.99 of your money by paying attention to us on Sunday.
Yeah, because it's gonna be on free TV soon. Like, that's bullshit. I mean, that's so
that's
stupid.
That's where my gripe is. You know, fuck the optics, fuck everything else. You're just putting a match that you had on pay-per-view on free TV.
Well, they've been doing that for decades.
And they've been doing that for years, true. But you've already fucked your first Money in the Bank ladies match all the way up the ass with that loop already.
That's for a video game, and then a week later they're like, "Ha, no, this game's free to play now," and you're like, "Oh shit, I just wasted money on this stupid game, and now it's free to play." Okay,
you already
cool.
fucked people up without lube. Now you're throwing barbed wire in there.
By the way,
if you've ever wanted,
by the way, if this was something that was pressured by Stephanie, that wouldn't surprise me, because she's never really been the best voice for women's wrestling. Because if you remember when AJ Lee was the champion, she spent months bitching to Stephanie in public on social media about how the women were not ever given enough time to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Stephanie's bullshit. I mean, like, don't ever think that Stephanie is as, like, inspiring as she pretends to be. She only cares about optics. She only cares about the corporate message. She was raised to think that way. She's not any different from her dad. So don't think that she actually gives a shit.
And if you want even more proof of that, Gail Kim, the only person, like, out of the McMahon family she thanks for the women's revolution is Triple H. Out of everyone in the McMahon family, she only thanks Triple H.
Yeah.
I mean, and the women's revolution now is such bullshit. I mean, for one, it's the Money in the Bank. I mean, but also, like, what they're doing to Bayley. Bayley was fucking gold. She prints money, and they ruined her. And then Vince
McMahon happened again.
Bayley printed money, and they ruined it. It's, like, crazy to me how stupid these people are.
It's because they don't understand the core of what made Bayley special. It was the fact that she had this sort of naivete, but at the same time, she could turn it up when the pressure was on. But they didn't get that.
And she was a good wrestler, and they put her in good matches that were, like, really thought out. And, I mean, like, if you even watch her versus Eva Marie in NXT, like, maybe it was just a year ago. Anyway, it's fantastic. She's wrestling Eva Marie, and it's a fantastic match. So it's
and you know what? And she didn't have to do much because the psychology was already there.
Exactly. Both girls got it. So anyway, my point is like,
and we're putting over Eva Marie. You know why? Because even that match was better than the ladder match.
Well, it's because Eva, like, she gets it. I mean, like, I have a Total Divas podcast called The Butterfly Belt, and, like, Eva Marie gets it. She just gets it. Like, she has the charisma. But yeah, so anyway, I think that Carmella, like, sold me on having the briefcase, and now it feels like, oh, Daniel Bryan knows best. Oh, I'm sure glad the man is saving this for us. To me, it's like
-5 stars.
Yeah.
-5 stars.
One more.
-5 stars.
So yeah.
So I'm guessing you're hoping that Carmella wins the rematch.
I want her to win exactly the same fucking way she won on Sunday.
But James Ellsworth is actually going to be banned from ringside for the rematch.
Who gives a shit? It's a no DQ match. Like, if he comes out and he just takes it for her and drops it to her again, what are they going to do? It'll be great.
And then social media will get all angry again.
And at this point, all of the heat. Take it for what it is.
All right, moving on.
It's a clusterfuck. Fuck this fucking match. Let's just move on
to another match, which had maybe even more of a BS finish.
And yet, it's building up the feud. This is a confusing one. New Day taking on the Usos. I'm sorry, D's Nuts from the Kona Stoke. SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The Usos retained by loss by countout. 12 minutes. It was a good match. And they're obviously building up to SummerSlam at this point.
I really liked the match, but I've just never been a big fan of DQs or countouts on pay-per-view.
I think at this point it makes sense, but it's one of those things like, I kind of agree with you.
I just think the timing of it was really bad because it just came after the women's ladder match. So
yeah, that's the pretty much the only issue. Like the booking of the match itself was fine. It's just the bad timing of it. Like, and here's the thing about this pay-per-view. I think a lot of people are right. I think a lot of reviews are right. Whether or not this pay-per-view sucked or not, the crowd was there for some wrestling. The crowd was there, and WWE did everything to fuck up that crowd.
Yeah.
The crowd was there, and they ate everything up. And then after those 2 matches, they were ready to just... They were still with you. And you were still fucking stabbing them.
Oh, and Shinzaro in the chat says that the Usos didn't lose. They were just thirsty for some Arizona iced tea, and the corner store was closing in 5 minutes. Well, that's another running joke that we have. Is that the Usos like to frequent the corner store and get stuff for everybody.
These nuts from the corner store.
I like the Usos' new gimmick. I think their H is definitely day one.
Yeah,
so
day one is
them.
H.
Day one-ish.
No, it's day one is H. It's day one is H, Maddie.
Yeah, day one is H. I guess my H wasn't day one enough.
Yeah, do you not watch the Fashion Files, Maddie?
How dare you?
Okay, I'm just going to say I'm white and I'm lame and I'm moving on.
Day one is H.
By the way, I believe it may have been right around here we had the greatest debut of all time.
Yeah, I think this is where they had the most spoiled fucking surprise.
Yeah.
Oh. And shit, you're out of your family, Maddie.
Yeah, you're out of your family, man.
The fuck is going on?
What is happening?
I know.
Did talking about the Usos screw up our H?
Yes.
Where is our day one H?
What? Well, yeah, that happened. That happened.
That was probably one of my favorite new entrance themes of all time. Like, it's so glorious, and it's so 80s. I love it.
It's so 80s. And Maria Kanellis comes out, and Michael Kanellis is there, too. And I'm sorry, I'm still going to have to call him the Prodigy Mike Bennett.
Get off the times, Maddie. It's Mike Kanellis now.
I'm calling him Bennett, goddammit.
He takes the name of his wife.
Suffer! Unto man! No? Am I alone on this?
Am I high?
Yes, you are. Mumbles, what do you think about Maria Mike Kanellis' debut?
Well, I love Maria so much. I think she's really talented, and I marked out. I marked out when I saw her. She's here.
And to me, Maria is everything that Stephanie wishes she was.
Yep.
Hot as hell, educate, teach that.
That and Maria is always consistently a heel.
Yeah.
You never see her try to really put down any of the heels, and she always makes sure to get legitimate heel heat.
Yeah.
So, okay, the whole wedding storyline leading up to the wedding in TNA and Impact was some of the best shit I've ever seen in my life in wrestling, and it was mostly because of Maria. Maria did it. I haven't watched TNA after the episode after the wedding, and I can't anymore because to me that whole swath of TNA was so perfect that I can't even handle how it is now. So she made it for me. She was just so good at being a bad guy. She's so good at running her girls stable. She's great.
Oh,
I love her.
That just reminds me that she doesn't have a girl stable, at least not yet.
She will. I'm sure.
She will. Give her a couple of months. Give her a couple of months.
One thing I'm hoping is that the Miracle isn't going to do, because it works so well in TNA, but I don't think it'll work in WWE. But I hope he doesn't do the thing where he's like the drunk, kind of sad husband thing that he did towards the end.
Oh, I love that.
I loved it too, but I know it won't work in WWE. But it works so well in TNA.
I think because in TNA they barely ever script anything, so he just goes off whatever's off the top of his head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it was just like so good. It was like weird, awkward humor good. So anyway, but I'm happy to see them. I love them.
Oh God, Shintai Curl. I was gonna go the whole thing all by myself gimmick for because I'm like I'm feeling sad, but I'm like I read Shintai Curl's comment. So Mumbles, you didn't see the Maha Chicken Tikka Masala Shira win the Battle Royal?
Is that racist?
I don't know.
He just doesn't like Mahabali Shira.
He doesn't at all.
The tikka masala part sounds the racist part. Is that part of his gimmick?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I think at this point he's trying to figure. I think he's trying to throw every other word.
Okay.
I can honestly tell you that Shin is not racist because he's a huge fan of Jinder Mahal and Sanjay Dutt.
He is. Okay. Actually, yeah. He just hates Mahabali Shira. He just hates his guts. He hates him. He hates him so much he's trying to space mutiny the guy.
Okay, I'll accept that. Max Corn. No, I haven't watched any. Was that in TNA? Because I haven't watched TNA since the wedding. Well, actually,
yes, it was.
Yeah.
Like I said, I tried to watch the episode after the wedding, and it made me want to die, so I don't watch it anymore.
Well, there you go. We went off the rails on this one. Next up, Lana versus Naomi for the Women's Championship. It was 7 minutes, 30 seconds, but Naomi retained by submission. It was that R-bar submission that she uses.
It was an okay match. It was about as much as we could expect from someone as green as Lana.
You know what? For as many matches as Lana's
transported back to 2012, where Kelly was wrestling.
Bad. Oh,
I must say, this would be match of the year in the women's division in 2012. Let's be honest.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, in 2012. Yeah. This is 2017. It's for what it was passable.
I will say this.
It was put together rather okayly, but it wasn't smooth. It wasn't the best match out of Naomi for sure. And Lana is green, but for what it was fine.
Although I am perplexed why they're doing a rematch.
I understand you're trying to throw shit at the wall, see what sticks, but I'm like, did someone spike Vince McMahon's steroids? did they spike his protein shake? Is that what, to make him think Lana versus Naomi again? Book that shit.
Here's hoping that it won't be at Battleground and it will be one of those matches on free TV because I don't want to see that on pay-per-view again.
Yeah. That does not deserve... Naomi deserves better.
She does.
She does. She's earned to have a couple of good matches, and the depth of that division, she should be able to have good matches with that. And Lana's... I will say this. Lana looked hot.
Yeah.
And from the one or two matches I've seen of her, this particular match, I will say this. She has improved.
I think, like many people, I think the best part was Carmella teasing the cash-in and just trolling everyone.
Yeah. That was a highlight there.
Although you have to wonder why she didn't cash in, because Daniel Bryan earlier tonight was like, oh, I'm going to do something about this because everyone's getting angry about the Veer, so I'm going to do something about it. So you think Carmella would be like, oh, I better cash in before he takes the briefcase away.
She's dumb as fuck. The fact that she didn't cash in or cash in on Tuesday, like if it was for me, and like I knew that Daniel Bryan was going to make an announcement, I'd be like, oh yeah, actually, hey, I'm opening up SmackDown. I'm cashing this in now. Let's do this. And then I just beat the shit out of Naomi and then get the match going. So,
ladies and gentlemen, Carmella is this.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Moving right along. I'm in agreement with the lady over here and King Ross on Wednesday. Next up, 20 minutes, 50 seconds. WWE Championship. Randall Keith Orton versus the modern day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. Who knew? 2 months ago, who knew we'd be talking about Jinder Mahal as a legit WWE champion? And yet here we are. Holy shit, he looks legit, folks. And another good match in there. And he retains. Pinfall. He defeated Randy.
Clean as a whistle.
Clean as a goddamn whistle.
No interference whatsoever.
Good.
Yeah.
The brothers at ringside just stayed at ringside. They just kept to themselves. They didn't touch anybody. They didn't touch the legends.
Well, they did touch the legends.
But then they got touched.
And then I think we're misremembering just a little bit.
No, you see what happened was my monitor went out for all 5 minutes. So when it came back on, I just saw Jinder Mahal pinning Randy Orton 1, 2, 3. So I could only assume that was a clean victory.
Oh, pulling
and
the Don Callis. Pulling a Don Callis, aren't we?
Anyone saying otherwise is a liar.
You know, but you shouldn't even have to lie to yourself like that. Like Randy, like last time Randy lost, it was because he was dicking around with the Singh brothers. Maybe this time don't do that. Maybe this time just go straight after Jinder. You know, like learn your lesson. No, he just got pinned.
Oh, hey, it's Father's Day and we're in his hometown. Hey, let's do a double whammy. Let's fuck with Cowboy Bob and fuck over Randy Orton in his hometown.
At least they let Bob Orton's arm finally heal.
I was just happy to see Randy and his 5 dads. That was really special for me.
Yeah. And by the way, Bob is in a cast, and it's going to take about 6 years to heal. So, god damn it, the never healing arm of Bob Orton.
If the internet rumors are true, and I'm not sure about this, the whole reason they keep on having the Singh brothers interfere is to build towards a Punjabi prison match.
Which.
Have you ever seen that one, by the way? Have you seen the Punjabi prison match?
I have, and it was boring.
It was
fucking terrible.
It was cringeworthy.
Boring.
If they're going to bring it back, I just hope that they retool the match.
Bring the 3... Remember in WCW, the 3-story cage?
Yeah.
And it was the Flares versus, I don't know, Booty Man.
The 3 Oh, wait. You mean the Tower of Doom?
Yes. And
oh my god, like Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage versus...
Randy Savage, yeah.
Versus
Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage versus the Dungeon of Doom.
Oh, God.
Okay, everybody go watch that match, because at the end, the Booty Man comes out with a frying pan. It's the best.
Oh, better. Watch the OSW review episode of that.
There you go.
That's a good plug for these guys. No, I thought you were thinking of the Triple Cage with David Arquette in it.
That's a great one too. Oh, the one with DDP. Sorry, I'm a total geek about like really shitty match ideas. So was that the one with DDP and Jeff Jarrett?
Yep.
With David Arquette. Room. And David Arquette turning heel, and then the next day, shut up.
Oh my god. They had a whole room in that cage that was the guitar room.
Yep.
And it was like 3 stories up, so these dudes are hitting each other with guitars, and they're looking down like, holy shit, we could just fall and die. And then Kidman does fall and die.
Oh. Canyon falls and died too.
Canyon falls and died.
I don't know how you confuse Canyon with Kidman, considering one is much taller and muscular. Yo,
their faces look the same. Look it up.
One has One has Bocce shooting star presses. The other one, who better than Canyon? You know he's the Invasion MVP, right?
I'm looking up Canyon Wrestling. It's just showing me a bunch of young men actually wrestling. There he is. Oh, he doesn't look anything like... Oh, I'm a dumbass.
Wow,
Okay.
Mumbles, wow.
Moving on.
Yeah, I'm going to sit this button over here. Moving right along. Well, yeah, that was a pretty decent match. Of course, there's interference, but again, they're building up Jinder Mahal as a heel, which works, and he looks good with the belt.
Also, he has a really badass entrance.
He does. That
Oh,
looks
so
good. That
good.
entrance does look good.
So good.
Also, I love the fact that he's the first member of 3MB to win a world title in WWE.
Yeah.
I'll never let that go.
Take that, Heath Slater.
And Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, well, you know, Galloway's had a decent career. Let's not, you know.
He's young. It's okay. He's a young boy. He's only at my age. Which is young.
Yes. You
Okay,
can
fair
actually
enough.
discover Mumble's age if you look at her Twitter account.
Oh, good.
I'm 30. That's not that old.
No, you're the same age as Matty.
It's true.
See? Babies.
The difference is that Matty has all of the gray hairs on his head now.
No.
I had
Dave!
no gray hair.
Anyway.
Matty ages like milk.
I'm going to Dave you again if you keep going.
Like he gets smelly the longer
And
he
by the way,
sits on the
thank you for
counter.
reminding me when I turned 31 in a month. That's awesome. Thank you for that. Ew.
And Shintaro Cole points out that he's 34.
34 is not too old either.
Yeah, well, I didn't even guess that Shin was old because to me he still looks like he's in his mid 30s. I mean mid 20s.
Yeah.
Fuck my wording.
Yeah. You cannot brain. You cannot brain. Your words are twisted and you cannot brain.
I make this show so silly. I'm so sorry.
You know what? At this point, we need silly. We need silly. Next up, a bonus match, everybody. Breezango, Fandango, and Tyler Breeze taking on the Ascension. They had a segment before the thing, and it was Fashion Vice with a cameo of a brick phone, property of Paul Lee. Which I like that reference. Also,
I like all of their little jokes.
Tyler and Fandango can definitely pull off the Miami Vice sport jacket look. Just saying.
Yeah,
they could pull it off. And well, it was 350, and it was a time killer match. But Breezango won, so they're keeping that streak alive, and the Ascension lost. Which at this point, they could really work on that Kiss cover band.
Ooh.
Yeah, funny thing, my dad and I, we went to SmackDown last November. And the Ascension comes out. It was during the tag team turmoil match at that point. The Ascension comes out. My father leads into me and goes, I didn't know Kiss had a tag team.
No, but they did have a wrestler, Dale Torborg.
Yeah, the demon.
Yep.
He had a graveyard match with Vampiro.
Yeah,
and
that
he
was.
fought in a lake.
I explained the WCW Damien to my dad, and I told him it was the worst thing WCW has ever produced, and I said, I could kind of see that.
Funny note, that was the first Vampiro match I ever watched, and secondly, the segment where Dale Torborg debuted as the Demon was the lowest rated segment in Nitro history, and it was during a Kiss concert. Like, you think Kiss would draw people in, but no, apparently just turned everyone away.
Yep.
It was the 90s.
Yep.
I was sad that this was the Ascension because I wanted it to be like Top Guys or...
Revival's on Raw.
I know, but maybe they're not anymore. John Cena can be on both brands. Why not Top Guys? Oh,
if only.
If only. And then the main event, Money in the Bank ladder match. The gentleman who won it got a championship match within the next 360 or 59, depending on when you're listening, days. The competitors, Baron Corbin, AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn, and my boy, Kevin Owens. The winner...
He can't be your boy anymore. He's a former world champion.
I know. My boy... not in my boy stable, but still my boy, all right? Still my favorite professional wrestler.
Is he your favorite wrestler that's wrestling right now?
Yes, he is.
I knew it.
And it also helps that...
I'm a Kevin Owens guy.
Yeah, it also helps that Kevin Owens came from the same promotion that Matty goes to.
Yeah.
Aww. Cute.
It's always cool to see somebody from your favorite promotion make it in the WWE.
That's really rad.
Oh, yeah. The winner, as you heard at the top of the program, of course, Baron Corbin. Good for him. He's earned it.
Big Banter Corbin.
Yeah.
Big Breakfast Corbin.
Yeah, this was a very entertaining match. Started off with Shinsuke getting taken out, but we all knew that he would make his return.
And Baron Corbin playing up his indie killer gimmick from NXT. Nice. That's all I'm going to say there.
My favorite quote was somebody taking the picture of him taking out Shinsuke, and the quote said, "You should have stayed in IWA Mid-South." Because, when he beat up Apollo Crews, he told him to go back to Ring of Honor.
Yep.
Them's the jokes.
We'll get to the we're not finished with you yet bit where we'll get to that. But
although I will say it did make Baron Corbin look kind of dumb when Shinsuke's music hit and he just stopped climbing the ladder.
Yeah, but that's wrestling. That's how wrestling works. If someone's entrance music hits, you have to stop what you're doing and look towards the entrance ramp and then keep looking until they come out. That's just the rules of wrestling.
Yeah. This is one of the rules.
It's a trope.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you're in a match with DQs, then chairs would murder you. But if you're in a match with no DQs, then chairs are kind of harmless.
Who was the guy that was climbing the ladder real slow? I think it was Ziggler. One of these guys was climbing the ladder so slow during this match that it looked like a joke.
It was Dolph.
Like he was making a joke about how slow he could climb the ladder, and I was like, okay. Very funny joke.
Oh, yeah. That was that. Adam and Plumpy. They looked at it going, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing?" Slow sip. There's one bit we need to talk about. It's the thing that happened. It's The Rock and Austin in the Royal Rumble in 2001. It's the stare down. Nakamura versus Styles. Holy fucking shit, it's gonna happen on the WWE program.
Yeah.
They looked at the money on the table and you know what, that's our money. We would like that money, please.
Yeah.
And the rest of the world went, yes!
Yeah. Sure. That sounds good. I mean, it's not going to be as good as the Wrestle Kingdom match.
No. People are going, oh, it's going to be as awesome. No. Lower your expectations just a scooch.
I think it'll be at least as 3/4 as good.
And even then, it's going to blow the pants off the whatever pay-per-view they're putting this match for.
It has to be either SummerSlam or Mania. I will not accept either paper.
It has to be SummerSlam because people are going, why not Survivor Series? What about Survivor Series? First off, to Brooklyn. You want that crowd to leave happy in the goddamn hand place? Nakamura, Styles, SummerSlam, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. We're bringing the hood to you. We're bringing the hood to you.
I haven't really loved Shinsuke since he's been in the WWE, but I have no doubt that AJ will make it a good match and pull it out of him.
You know they're going to have a good match because they've had one of the matches of the fucking year that 1 year.
Yeah.
Wrestle Kingdom 10. So
I just think that if you saw Shinsuke's match with Dolph, you can see that he's now starting to really acclimate himself to the WWE style.
Yeah, but it's not the way that AJ has. Like, AJ is also, like, taken on the WWE style, but he's done it in a way that is just amazing. There's something about AJ that just transcends a lot of other people, I feel like. He can have a good match with anyone, and he, like, does all of his big moves, and it still looks good. Like, you know how sometimes you get bored with, like, some of the superstars, like, big moves? You're like, oh, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But then you see AJ like doing his flying stuff and his kicking stuff and his submission stuff, and you're like, yeah, AJ, he's the man. So
maybe, you know what? Maybe that's the match they need to get Nakamura really get the firing on all cylinders.
By the way, speaking of AJ, he had a really cool spot in this match where he was literally holding onto the briefcase for like what felt like an entire minute while he was floating above the ring.
Yeah.
And that just created all the memes. And there's one that I'm surprised nobody made. I'm shocked.
Okay, describe.
I'm surprised people made like, oh, the floor is TNA and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
There's one that I'm shocked I did not see because I see it every time there's an AJ meme.
Okay.
I'm surprised that no one made a joke that said the floor is the gay community.
Someone did.
Oh.
I didn't see it.
You gotta follow the right people on Twitter. That was all over Twitter. I saw that one. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that one anywhere. I was like, where was that one? I usually see like every time AJ does something, there's something ... the gay community.
It was there. That was like one of the first ones I saw.
Also, Shin, put a leash on Roman. He's taking over your keyboard again.
Yeah.
He goes, Roman. What about me versus that Shinsuke guy? Because I'm the big guy, and it's my yard. And of course, Brother Braun's in there. I'm not finished with you, Roman.
Did you know that this is just an aside, they took the Braun part out of the Hulu Raw, and I specifically watched Hulu to see Braun on an ambulance yelling, and it wasn't there.
Braun!
Well then, Hulu, we know who's not finished with you yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now needs to be a video of Braun Strowman going to the Hulu headquarters and throwing somebody through a table.
Yeah, no. Fuck a table. Through a plate glass window, Raven style. You know what I mean?
He's one of the biggest Braun marks out there. Ever! I love him!
Would you say Braun Strowman is part of your boys' stable?
He is in the boy. He's one of the boys. He'll always be one of the boys. He'll never not one of the boys.
Anyway, Baron Corbin won the match. That means that's the end of the pay-per-view. Let's rate this son of a gun. Mumbles? Kick us off. Out of 5. What do you think?
Like a 2. I didn't like it. And the only match I liked was the last match, so that's a 2.
D-Dub?
A lot of the wrestling was either pretty decent or really good, but some of the finishes and some of the structuring wasn't the best. I think it was just overall kind of average, so 2.5 out of 5.
Well, I actually thought you were going to rate it even lower. I actually thought those finishes were really bad. No, I can't possibly give this a passing grade. The ladder match, the main event was very decent. The build-up to Nakamura versus Styles has begun, which saves the pay-per-view, and that crowd was there. St. Louis definitely gets a winner for keeping them. They had a shit show, and they kept up. So, but sadly, it does not save the pay-per-view, though. 1 out of 5 for me.
Good.
I can't give it a 2. I can't.
Me too. I'm going to also give it a 1. Suck it.
Actually, because I gave it a 2 out of 5 on Twitter when I rated it, then I watched it back, and I'm like, yeah, I can't possibly give that.
Yeah.
I have to review that.
Oddly enough, I can't give it a 1 because I gave Extreme Rules a 1, and I actually enjoyed this more than Extreme Rules.
That's fair enough.
That's fair. I've never given a pay-per-view a 1, but this one was no fun for me except for the main event, kind of. So.
Yeah, the main event saves it, but it's too little, too late. They had too many. I
guess it really is all about just how you view things going forward, because to me, Extreme Rules main event didn't really save it because I don't see Samoa Joe winning the world title. However, I can see Baron Corbin cashing it and just beating whoever is the champion whenever.
But is that really what you want, Baron Corbin? Big Breakfast Baron?
Yeah, I can get behind that. I can get behind that.
He's got enough of a promo to do it.
Why not?
Let's put it this way. This is the kind of guy who generates heel heat and goes, "Come on, where's the heat? Come on, hate me."
Okay, but dude, we have like almost all of the champions are heels now, except for like Naomi. Can we please just have a nice boy win something because he's a nice and good boy, like Sami Zayn?
Actually, that was something I was thinking about. Like, both Money in the Bank winners were heels. That kind of perplexed me.
Yeah. Why not have both brands? Sorry, I'm getting hot. But
it's all right.
Both brands, there's only bad dudes and they're all at the top, and I just want one sweet boy, one nice little man who's good at wrestling to win something for once. What? Isn't that what wrestling's about? Like, isn't that why we watch it? Because sometimes we feel nice? Like, I don't...
It's kind of about how there's so many heel champions. So we got Miz, Kevin Owens, Brock Lesnar, Jinder Mahal, Bobby Roode, Asuka.
How weird is that? It's a heel. Why is it a heel versus heel dynamic for Great Balls of Fire? And yet I'm all kinds of hype for that goddamn main event. How fucking weird is that?
Yeah,
that's fine, but I'm saying like and I'm all for good heels and all that shit. That's fine, but I feel like I'm being oppressed by WWE of like heel shit. Where is my nice, good feelings of good, nice boys winning the title once? Win. Where is it? I can't see it. I'm looking around. I can't. I've got a giant Hulk Hogan action figure. That's it. That's all I got here.
Well, Shin says we'll give the belt to Nakamura. All of the belts.
Mike a nice little man to win, so you want to give James Ellsworth a title?
Oh, Mike! Thank you for reminding me. Last week you called James Ellsworth to pull the damn thing down, and we said if that happened, we would Dave him. Thank you for reminding me there, Mike. Dave? Damn, what about that, you fucking jinxer?
You can't Dave him.
And Shin in the chat says all the nice boys belong to Dalton Castle.
Dalton has a monopoly on the nice boys.
Yes, he does.
God damn it. Ugh.
Is it comment? Is it email time, Matty?
Yes, it is. Yes, indeed it is. It's time for your emails and comments of the week. You can send them at thewrestlecast@gmail.com. Hey, quick reminder, I'm going to Japan World Heroes, officially. Pasadena, California. Yeah. I'm heading to the West Coast, California. It's August 26th and 27th. We, myself and Easy will be there only the 26th because we have to fly back the Sunday of. Boo. But we will be there all day, Saturday, enjoying whatever free time we have. And, of course, I'm going to Ranger Stop November 3rd to the 5th. 2017, we'll be in Orlando for that as well. What was the T-Dub?
I was going to say, Mumbles, have you ever heard of Kamen Rider?
Yes, I have.
Because one of the Kamen Rider actors is actually going to be there. That's why Matty and Easy are going.
Well, Easy's going. Hi. I'm just being dragged as number 2. I'm just, I'm going there because, well, fuck it. You only live once.
Man, I want to go do fun stuff, but I'm saving up for Japan, so...
Oh, what you going to Japan for? Tokyo Dome?
No, I wish. No, we're going to go... I think one year we're going to go for Tokyo Dome, but we're going to go next April, I think, just to, like, do Japanese stuff and maybe see a new Japan wrestling show, so, yeah.
Cool. By the way, you might want to see a video. Have you heard of Gaijin Goomba?
No.
He did a video about love hotels and how they're cheaper and yet a lot nicer than most of the hotels here in America.
We actually have, we're so lame, but we have a travel agent doing all of the stuff. So we actually are going to stay at like a bathhouse in like the forest, and then also this really nice Tokyo hotel. So yeah. But anyway.
Are you guys thinking of going to Kirk and Hall?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Nice.
So apparently they have like untaped live shows like just during the week just for fun. So I'd like to go. I mean, like I said, I've been to Vegas for the Ring of Honor New Japan show. So I've been to one of their like shows before. So it'd be just nice to see the boys having fun. So
yeah, just if you ever need an update in your etiquette, be sure to watch that Roppongi Vice video.
Yeah.
Rocky actually talks to me on Twitter sometimes. Did you know that?
Really?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Let's hear about this. How did that happen?
The first time he talked to me on Twitter is because I sent him a picture of one of those like dancing cats, and if you put on music, then the cat dances to the music, and I put on the Roppongi Vice theme, and I sent it to him, and he loved it. And then another time he was like selling masks, and I was like, "Hey Rocky, how can you wrestle with only one eye?" And he's like, "Very well." And I was like, "You're such a good kitty." So yeah, me and Rocky.
He's such from whatever I can tell of him, he seems like such a hyper guy.
I know. I want to be his friend.
Did you see the latest video? Did you see the latest video where they toured LA?
Oh God, yeah.
No.
New Japan.
Go ahead.
This is why you have to subscribe to the New Japan YouTube channel, because sometimes they put up videos like this where like it was Rocky Romero and one of their American hosts, just some guy I'm not really familiar with him, but
it doesn't matter what his name is. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, but essentially it was like this uptight whitey type guy that's like all like structured and like by the book, and then you had Rocky Romero just taking him around all these weird places in the surrounding area in LA, and it's all absolutely hilarious.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's just great. Cool. Just Rocky is just so amazing, and he's so hyper about everything. Anyway,
let's get to the emails and comments. And oh my God, we're an hour in. I just looked at the time. J-Dub, you know who's kicking us off this evening?
It's French.
Hello.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's our thing. I have to do the Alberto El Patrono intro.
I slowly took my headphones off and raised them over my head until you were done.
You get used to it. Anyway, meanwhile, at a nearby bingo hall, Roman starts, "I'm gonna win this. Vince told me to say, I can, I will. Wink. I'm going to get me some of them cookies." Announcer, "The next number is me 49. Bingo! Announcer, "Congratulations to the participant, Mr. Braun Strowman." Roman, "Wait, what? I told you, I'm not finished with you at Roman." Skits, ladies and gentlemen. Bum. Hello, Wrestle-Cast. It's freaking hot outside for those who live in the East Coast area. I feel your pain. It's also hot in France, with temperatures exceeding near 40 degrees Celsius, especially those like me who are doing Ramadan, aka not eating, drinking, or any offensive stuff from dusk till dawn. Thank God for water. Anyway, I'm not covering SmackDown or Raw. Let's take care of the pay-per-view.
Did you say 42 degrees Celsius?
40 degrees Celsius. 40, yeah.
40. That's over. That 40 degrees Celsius is 104 Fahrenheit.
Yep.
Whoa, doggy.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for you, man.
Yeah. For us, we haven't reached the 30s yet, even with but the humidity fucking sucks, folks. It was muggy as hell today. Humid. Anyway, Money in the Bank. It was a mixed bad show. For me, it was some good moments, like the women's Money in the Bank ladder match and the debut of Maria and Mike Bennett, marked out. The New Day versus Usos, Money ascending in the male Money in the Bank ladder match with Corbin winning it. Called it, he says. Yes, indeed he did. He did. But there's also questionable moments like Elsworth bringing the briefcase for Carmella. I know he'll attack it, but it ruins the importance of the first ever female Money in the Bank ladder match. Thank you! Also, the impromptu match between Fashion Police and Ascension and the women's match with Lana. Sorry, but there's still some work. You still need to work on some of your skills. It's an okay pay-per-view 2.5 out of 5. Lucha Underground, we continue the tournament with advancing to the second round. Vigora, Marty the Moth, Cage, and Phoenix. And speaking of Cage, he's hanging out with Melissa Santos. Lucky bastard. The score of two of the hottest female persons in LU, Katrina and Melissa. LAD. Winners: Kaylee Ray, the new WCPW Women's Champion, after she defeated Viper on behalf of B. Priestley, and Built to Destroy 2. Congratulations to you. The return of Mauro Ranallo. Thank you, Daddy Hunter. Also, let him be far away from the main roster. The return of Braun Strowman beating up Roman Reigns, and he's not done with him. Never. The 5 new women joining the Mae Young Classic: Princess Kimberly, Tessa Blanchard, Jazzy Alpha Female Gabert. I'm saying it wrong. Kavita Devi and Brazilian judoka Tanayara Conti, aka Tanyara Milo. It's getting better. Losers, the breakup of Enzo and Cass. Another team broke up, but man, the heel promo by Cassidy, sweet. The third hour of Raw, boring as hell. I know it's because of copyright, but hey, why didn't they keep the name Bennett for Mike Bennett instead of just using the shared name of Kanellis? In other words, if Maria, who wears the pants just like Mike Bennett's entire wrestling career, burn. Me for forgetting last week was the 400th episode. Damn it, I'm turning it to Matty Cara. That's no good. Hey! You remembered.
Hey, at least you remembered eventually, so yeah. Mumbles, we did our 400th episode last week.
Yeah, this is episode 401.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Congrats, boys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maddie's been here for all 400. I came on in episode 50-something or 60-something.
100, somewhere around that area. Yeah.
I'm too sweeting the screen.
Yeah, I usually do sweet the microphone. Anywho, congratulations again for reaching the 400 episodes. I hope it gets better, maybe with some collab. All I can say is, I wish you guys the very best in continuation of the Wrestle-Cast. See you soon. Thanks, sir. Much appreciated. Next up is our boy, Hairball, and no, I'm not going to hit any buttons tonight. He has not asked for buttons. Camera shows, Mortimer watching shows, reports from St. Louis, the reporter. It's chaos, pure madness. 2 people are rampaging through the streets, burning everything in sight and shooting people like targets. Oh no. Here they come again. Camera pans to see Roberta and Rip flying down the road in their new hearse and cameraman to shoot. And the cameraman is shot 2 days later, Stanford, Connecticut. We're here live at the WB World Headquarters and being reported 2 responsible for the St. Louis riots are inside tearing everything up. Rip. Done! You're gonna pay for Sunday! Roberta, I have him. Camera shows done, bloody and every limb broken. Darton Mortimer shuts the TV. Well, vacation time. I think Fat Boy can handle things while I'm out. Fat Boy. Hey guys, yeah, no static tonight. All will be explained. I think next week when Matty, when I appear. Yeah, by the way, Hairball wants in next week, so that's what we're doing next week with him. Anyway, Sunday was Money in the Bank pre-show. What I expected. Women's Money in the Bank. The fuck? Really done. Shit on the women's movement. I mean, don't Dave your TV, Fat Boy. Besides, me and Roberta captured him. Fat Boy. Oh, that reminds me. I have something to tell you as well. Tag title match was good. Money in the Bank. Match of the fucking night. WB title. What I expected. Rating. 0.5 out of 5. Why? Because fuck that women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Storyline or not, it's fucking bullshit. And sorry, not even the awesomeness of the men's Money in the Bank bank match and the Maharaja can save this shit show. That's saying something. When not even the Maharaja can save a pay-per-view, you know something's wrong. Although not his fault.
It wasn't my fault.
You people don't like me because I'm from India. But I'm the champion, and I beat Randy Orton.
Okay.
That's how he talks.
Oh, man.
Nitsky reference, but okay, let's go.
Yeah.
I was doing a Jinder Mahal reference. Maybe you've heard of him.
We turned a
He's
Gene
the WWE champion.
We turned a Gene Snitsky and a Jinder Mahal. Wrestle-Cast, everybody. SmackDown, Daniel Bryan. Oh, hold on, where am I? There we go. Raw. Roses are red, violets are blue. Roman apparently forgot Braun wasn't finished with him. And we got it. He got us. And he got him in a ambulance match, and they broke up my boys. My G's. And the emotion was real, from Cass's anger to Enzo's tears. I just hope they have a payoff for this, because something tells me they'll be back together by the Rumble. And
the payoff is that Enzo's going to 205 Live.
Oh my God.
By the way, someone put a picture noting that they when they showed the video of Cass laying down, that they actually screwed up the continuity of where everything was.
Yeah.
Those idiots. They had one job and they fucked it up. Those
Terrible one to finish saying that'll make this absolutely fucking pointless, by the way. SmackDown, Daniel Bryan has more strength than I do, because if it was me, that chinless fuck was smacked on with my baby, I would have you would see me rip his head off on live TV. And that was all I watched. Russo served Cornette with a restraining order. I ruffled. And apparently so did Mrs. Cornette when the Popo showed up to serve his papers. No, not Lord Popo, the Popo. You know, the police, the Fuzz, the Bear, the 5-0, Smokey. What?
The police was Sting with them?
Oh, sending out an SOS. Lucha Underground. Cage done killed another dude. Yes, he did. Yeah, indeed he did. Indeed he did. Winners, Corbin, because Mr. End of Days is now Mr. Money in the Bank. And, of course, the Maharaja. Losers, Kevin fucking Dunn. James Chinless Worthless. Really? Shot on an historical moment. Chinless again. Sorry, I take offense to smack talking a defenseless child who was cute as hell. And rip, can't do that, remember anymore, remember? Fuck. Meanwhile,
I just thought, Mumbles, I just thought of something that would be really cool.
Go.
Imagine if instead of Elsworth interfering, it ends up being Big Cass.
Oh. Yeah, sure. I'm down.
Ooh.
Carmella should have a boy stable. She should just take Dalton Castle's idea and have her own boys. Is what
exactly. There you go.
Yeah, that can work. Well, she's got money now in the bank. Moving on. Meanwhile, Rip, enjoy your vacation, my lord. DM. Oh, Dark Mortimer. Will do, Rip. By the way, what's this package that keeps shaking around? Fat boy. Oh, yeah, that's kicks the box a few times. Shut the fuck up. Reaches and yanks out Chinless. Oh, goody! Roberta, prepare the torture chamber. He's got James Elsworth in his head cannon. Oh, God. Next few emails are going to be very interesting now. Anyway. Next up is Alex Grenier. I hope I'm saying it right. What is up, my dudes? Well, it's been all quiet in the wrestling world this week outside of the master of the Mamma Mia, Mauro Ranallo returning to NXT, as well as the Mae Young Class return to take shape with the 11 entrants, 9 confirmed. Personally, I thought both Raws were both Raw and SmackDown were okay this week, as neither jumped off the page while NXT continues to shine with the main event of Cassius Ohno versus Aleister Black. Hashtag check that out, T-Dub, when you can.
Wait, check what out?
Ohno versus Aleister Black.
Yeah, I've heard that was pretty good, but I rarely have time to watch all the wrestling there is in this week.
Yeah, me too. I got Animal Crossing to play. I got the GameCube one in the front room and the Wii one in the bedroom. I got some weeds to pull, so I don't got time for NXT.
I had the 3DS version of Animal Crossing for a while, but I had to get rid of it because I was too addicted.
Yeah, I got the...
Also, Alex Grenier, that Super Sentai Hero.
Super Sentai Hero. Sorry about that. Both big events at the end of the Raw shows interesting to me. Big Cass just betraying Enzo being a big push for the towering New Yorker. I believe, if so, yes. If Raw, both and SmackDown are littered with giants at the moment, Cass stakes out as the majority of them are a back half of their careers. Only 3 of them possibly staying around: Baron, Braun, and Cass. Cass has been being some big opportunities, being the fatal 4-way to crown the second Universal Champion. That brings us to Enzo, who I thought was, who I've read from people is planned to be used as a mouthpiece, which I think would be underutilizing Enzo as a performer. For one, he could always find a new tag partner, or he can join a new division of 205 Live as a SmackDown or Skywalker has the ability of verbally barb anyone he can get into the ring with. While he isn't the best wrestler, he can certainly add flavor to 205 Live and become the show's heartbeat. Okay, that's an opinion.
Do you see him like doing the mouth from the south kind of thing? Like, do you think that's possible? Maybe.
I mean, you know what? You know, when we were talking about that big concussion he had last year and talks of, oh shit, he might not be able to wrestle anymore. That transition to being a manager, he would be a natural to that.
I just feel like he'd be the best like modern day Jimmy Hart. Which I guess isn't as good as being the modern day Maharaja, but like it's pretty close.
It could work. It could work.
Ding close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought that the best way to use Enzo and Cass is to have Enzo be the manager for Big Cass.
Yeah.
Because Big Cass, like, he's solid enough in the ring that he can hold his own, but Enzo is the better talker.
Yeah,
Enzo.
Why not make him a manager? The thing is about Mouth from the South is that he managed all kinds of people. He managed like lady teams. He managed dudes. He managed all kinds of people. So why not?
He pretty much managed everyone. Let's put it that way.
The problem with modern day Vince McMahon thinking is that he doesn't really like managers all that much.
That's fair.
But to be honest,
Triple H. The only reason Heyman is around is because Brock Lesnar.
And he's fucking Paul Heyman. Like he's Paul Heyman. Like I think like that's the big part about it. Like he's Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. The other situation I'm referring to is the women's Money in the Bank ladder match from SmackDown's Money in the Bank pay-per-view, which, to be brutally honest with you, I enjoyed the finish. Sure, a man retrieved the briefcase at the end of the day. It was still a no DQ match. The reason I'm bringing this up is because the first male Money in the Bank didn't exactly end clean, as insert name here. Got whacked on his shoulder by a steel chair by Edge, eventually leading Edge to win the leading feud.
We all know how fucking Edge won. God damn it.
That was a stiff shot. That was a stiff shot.
I'm so tired of people talking like, well, you shouldn't be upset about Carmella because one time Edge won. It's like, all right, cool, dude. Rad.
He was a heel. Let's move on. But back to my main point is this was Carmella using James Elsworth as her puppet to gain what she wanted and that was Mrs. Money in the Bank briefcase. As it also set up the perfect foil for a match down the road with Becky Lynch. But that simply is no more as WB's writing team as general manager, aka general manager Daniel Bryan, wink wink, has decided to a new Miss Money in the Bank ladder match on SmackDown, which makes the match at Money in the Bank a moot point. Thank you. Hoping for a great match for the second one, but really, to me, it's diminished the build to Money in the Bank. Now down to winners and losers. He's got Blocko Text, a Super Sentai hero. I thought you learned from the Blocko Text, we don't want Blocko Text.
Is it like the disorganized kind?
Not disorganized, just a whole lot of block-o text and no paragraphs.
It's like one of those things where it's just like a huge wall of text.
Oh, yeah.
Brian, wingdings or nothing. Wingdings or nothing.
Winner, Samir and Sunil Singh. First question you're going to ask is why, and tell you. Even after being ejected from ringside, these two got a confrontation with Bob Orton in front to beat up the Hall of Famer, Orton's son, and challenger to Jinder Mahal. Randy Orton exposed to his true weakness as IED, his intermittent explosive disorder, allowing Jinder to recoup while he unleashes all his fury on the Singhs, leading to he's basically calling the Bollywood boys winners for interference.
All right.
The ladies for the both women for the Mae Young Classic. Let's see. Mauro Ranallo is a winner. I personally had to do this. I feel that he's the best announcer to replace Tom Phillips as he moves full-time to SmackDown. And with the action of NXT already hot, Mauro can only make it better. You don't have to make a big block of text explaining why here's your winner or loser. Just say, winner, here's why. 2 sentences. Hairball got it down, you know what I mean? Loser is Vince Russo because of the restraining order. TNA because fuck that owl. And that's pretty much it. Hashtag fuck that owl.
Follow the same person on Twitter.
Who's that?
Punk Rock BG Mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she just pointed out that Chuck Taylor's in Ring of Honor.
And Chuck Taylor has a nice butt. Gonna get that Chuck T butt. She did a lot of t-shirt designs for New Japan. She's really cool.
Oh, cool. Okay. I always hear, like, out of all the female fans, I always hear that AJ has the best butt.
Guys, can I tell you a secret that you can't tell anyone else?
All right. This is between you, myself, T-Dub, and the audience, obviously.
Okay. I had a dream that I was, like, married to AJ Styles. And I can't, like, stop thinking it. Like, every time I see AJ Styles, I was like, we were married in a dream.
I've had stranger ones. I once had a dream where me and one of my friends went to go see the Rocky Horror Picture Show in a theater.
Really?
That's kind of a nice dream.
Yeah, it's a nice dream, actually.
I don't know why that dream happened, but, you know, I was at a movie theater and we went to go see Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's kind of nice. I mean, it's not like waking up and being like, oh no, I had a dream I was married to AJ Styles. What does that mean?
I think we all know what it means.
No!
And Super Sentai Hero, don't worry. He says he's a little rusty with these emails. Don't worry about it. I'm just being, busting your balls. That's all it is. Don't worry about it. Thank you guys for reading this. Really appreciate it. Here's hoping for another great week of wrestling. Hey, we can only hope, right? We can only hope. Weirdest dream I've ever had. Zero
by the way, I just remembered one of the other things I wanted to ask you, Mumbles.
Yeah.
Since I know you can't really represent all women, I just want to know if you can explain to me why so many women do not like Tai Chi.
Like,
the wrestler, I believe he's talking about. Yeah.
The guy who sings into the microphone and he has his lady.
Yeah.
Oh, because he's gross. Like, he reminds me of like every like gross dude. Like, he's just like, and he's got like his lady, and you're like, girl, you could do better than him. Like, that guy's really like, ew. Like, there's so many wrestlers that are way more attractive than him in like unconventional ways, and like his whole gimmick is like, look how dreamy I am, check me out, and I'm like, ew, 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 ew.
The weird thing is, like, it's over with the Japanese guys. It's the American females that just don't seem to like him.
Yeah, I think it's just he comes across as like really sleazy. Like, overly sleazy, and I know that's his character, but it's still, like, not attractive at all.
Okay, now I'm imagining Tai Chi versus Joey Ryan.
See, Joey Ryan is cute.
I think it's because Joey Ryan owns the sleaziness.
Yeah, Joey Ryan is like, maybe it is just a cultural thing, because Joey Ryan is still super sleazy, but he doesn't seem like someone that's gonna, like, creep on you in an elevator. Like, I feel like if I was in an elevator with Joey Ryan, he'd give me a hug, and I'd be like, hey, good job, and he's like, hey, and then, like, pull a lollipop out of his dick and, like, run off, and I'd be like, good for you, buddy. But, like, Tai Chi, I'd like be in the elevator with him and I'd be like, oh God, I hope this guy doesn't look at me. Like,
Mike in the chat. Mike in the chat. My weirdest dream is a Scooby-Doo movie episode with best guest star Bill Cosby.
Oh, fuck.
That's no fun.
Actually, the weirdest dream I can remember having was, actually maybe not the weirdest one, but the one that stands out for a long time was Zero Suit Samus, Princess Zelda, and Sailor Mercury.
Nice.
Yeah, that was the thing.
LBH, stop being creepy.
Sure.
Aww. Oh God, now I got Rod Stewart's "Do You Think I'm Sexy" stuck in my head. Anyway.
IPH Bronx. No, I don't like
that's
Metro
LPH.
Bronx,
That's LPH.
So I don't. The entire Bronx. No thanks. So there you go.
Anyway, those.
Yeah, LPH's social skills aren't the best.
That's fine. I'm just teasing. I'm not trying to be
anyway.
Mean. A little. I am trying to be a little mean, but just I'm mostly.
Anyways, I'm glad you answered the question because I just never really got. I guess just because I'm a dude, I never really got the sleaze factor, but it's good now I know.
Now you get it. If you ever have a question about who might be sleazy in wrestling, I'm your girl. I can tell.
All right, fair enough. Oh God, Shintai Girl, please. I am the sexiest man in this chat. Fight me for it, he says. Anyway, those are your emails and comments of the week. You can send them at the Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. We shall return with some news and another clip. We'll be right back.
And now a word from our sponsors.
My brothers taught me about wrestling, but I taught them about eating. So he brought us to pizza, and it's all-you-can-eat buffet. You get hot, fresh pizza, thin crust or pan. Plus, there's plenty of spaghetti, garlic toast, and a salad bar. All for a super low price. That's why I'm paying today. Kev, let me pay. I'll pay for this one. You two pay for the pizza to go. Pizza to go? I thought you were full. These are for Dad. Yeah, sure. For pizza out, it's pizza in. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is WMOB Mobile, 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
Wow, the stinger.
Timmy, I'm from the Dream Come True Fantasy Foundation. You ready to wrestle?
You bet. Mom, Dad, it's really him. Hold on. Now I'm ready.
It looks so real.
Don't count on Sprite to do anything but quench your thirst.
Sam, how do you get your name? Sam. Hey, what is the number, Jimmy? You get a number.
You answer it.
I'm not answer it. You answer.
I'm not answering it. You answer it. Jimmy, we're a team. Let's do this together. Oh my God.
Hey, Flash! Hark! No, this isn't
Mr. Papa, Mr. Pop Steiner. Mr. Scott Steiner.
I'll be right where a lawyer is. It's like when you walk in the park and you step on a piece of dog and it's stuck on your foot. That's where a lawyer is. Or when you're eating corn at a cob and a curl gets stuck between your teeth and it's annoying as hell trying to get that out. That's what I remind me of a lawyer.
Don't do it again. I'm sorry, Slammiversary.
Just call the match off. Let's just call this match off.
Let's just cancel the whole thing. It was just a big bunch of fun on our part.
He's such a goof. You're a dead man July 2nd. You got that?
Oh God, Jimmy, he's gonna kill us.
You ain't a fun a lawyer. You're not really a lawyer. You got a fat and I hate fat. Everybody knows how much I hate fat. You're a lawyer with a fat. So Mike, I'm gonna beat your fat July 2nd. You got
Mr. Papa, please, sir, I'm sorry.
What are we gonna do? There's no sorry. This is way past sorry.
Oh man, this is a bad idea. You gotta get me out of here. We gotta stop this right now. Hang up on him.
You hang up on him.
I'm not hanging up on him.
Don't you hang up on me.
You hang up on him, JB.
I'm going to the fridge. Don't you hang up on me.
I'm not hanging up on him, JB. You hang up on him. I'm not hanging up on him, JB. Let's get out of here.
Just go. Go. If you don't fail me now.
Whoa, Jeremy, you gained some weight. You got a fat tooth. Everybody knows I hate fat July 2nd. You two fat are gonna get beat up.
Anyway, welcome back to the Wrestle-Cast. Our routine entertainment production on BrokenAFN.com, Podomatic.com, iTunes, podcasting places, of course live, as always, on RVT Entertainment's official YouTube channel. Matty Jay and TWK and our guest, Mumbles, joining us for the proceedings this evening. And, can I just say, Scott Steiner, pissed off Scott Steiner is my favorite Scott Steiner.
I'm gonna beat up all your fat asses. I used to do it so well, and now I just ruined fat asses.
Yeah,
fat
asses.
Fat asses.
You took Scott Steiner from sounding like Polish to sounding very Jewish.
I know, I fucked it up. I used to do a really good Scott Steiner, but
because you have to get really, really angry to pull it off.
You have to be really mad at the fat asses. You have to be like legitimately mad at fat asses in order to do it. So
yeah. I was really glad to get that levity because we have some really bad news to start the segment.
We needed some levity, and I thought, okay,
because there are 3 deaths in wrestling this week.
Yeah, let's get them out of the way. Unfortunately,
first one was Chandler Biggins, the co-owner of Absolute Intense Wrestling.
Yeah.
Then we had Mr. Pogo, legendary deathmatch wrestler, and then just earlier today I learned that the sound guy for Vanguard Championship Wrestling local promotion, Adam Chugatuk Lutz, died.
No!
I only met Chugatuk a couple of times, and he was a pretty nice guy, and he was and I can at least say that he was really good at operating the sound area for VCW, and just 3 deaths in a row this week. Fuck.
Not fun at all. But
so rest in peace to all those people, and hopefully we won't have to deal with any more. In better news, American Alpha's back.
Yeah.
Chad Gable and Kevin Owens wrestled a classic on SmackDown.
Yep.
I really enjoyed it, and I especially enjoyed the promo leading up to it, where Kevin Owens like, "You can't wrestle. This is life for people who live in this town," and Chad Gable was like, "Oh yeah, I moved here to this arena this morning." And then the referee was like, "All right, good enough one for me. Ring the bell." It's one of the silly things in wrestling that I just like seeing.
It's classic Owens. It's a Kevin Steen trope.
Also, as pointed out earlier, Morrow's going to be the commentator for NXT.
We need to start watching NXT more because now you have Nigel McGuinness, Percy Watson, who's been doing he's getting better at it.
Hopefully they take.
And they got more, and he got the best wrestling announcer going right now, other than of course the Lucha Underground guys. Because we'll fuck
Corey Graves, he's coming back.
No, Lucha Underground, Lucha Underground, LU, Striker, and Vampiro.
Vampiro's pretty good.
Anyway,
the thing I love about Vampiro is that he's a huge nerd.
He is.
Striker, not so much.
Striker's a gigantic wrestling nerd.
He is.
I think that Morrow can do better. Morrow is calling the McGregor-Merriweather match.
Mayweather.
Whatever. Whatever. Anyway.
Well, I guess we know who you're pulling for on that particular contest.
No, listen, that is a lot of money. It's a legitimate sport that real people care about, not just nerds like us. And so it's like, Morrow, you don't need to go to NXT, bro. Like, you can do so many other things with your life. Like,
actually, he's still going to be doing Bellator and that fight.
He's still doing Bellator. He's still doing that fight. They're letting him do it.
Like, no, listen. Like, as someone who was bullied as a kid, like, I know the urge to go back to the place where you were bullied so you could be a cool kid. I get that. But, don't do that. Like, he was, like, legitimately bullied by JBL. He's going back to WWE, and he is going back to fucking NXT when he is, like, a really great announcer. I just feel like he could do better. And he shouldn't have to feel the need to go back to WWE after they treated him like shit.
It would be nice if, like,
you know what I think it is? I think Vince McMahon didn't want him. Trips did.
Cool. Yeah, still don't go back there, though. Like, they treated you like shit. Like, fuck them. You can make more money. fuck them. You don't need them. I don't know.
It would have been nice if, like, he went back to New Japan.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
It would.
Anyway.
Even though I do like the Kevin Kelly Cyrus dynamic.
I don't.
Oh, you don't like Cyrus?
I tried really hard to listen to the English commentary and I can't anymore, so I went back to the Japanese commentary.
You're the second person I've heard say this.
Really? Yeah. Don Callis? Wow. Well, he really is good at getting the heat.
It's too like macho for me. Like they talk too much like dudes who are like chatting over beers, and it's just too much for me. And so yeah, I watched the Japanese one instead.
I will say, like, Don Callis during the main event really won me over though, because he was marking out over Kenny Omega something fierce.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. But I mean, how could you not? I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. The cover star for 2K18 is Seth Rollins, and that commercial was pretty awesome.
Weird, but awesome.
I don't really get it. I don't get
it. I've heard that maybe Randy Orton was apparently supposed to be the original cover star, which I guess would make more sense. Because Legend Killer.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
But I like that Seth Rollins because, you know, the last time we had a current person on the cover of a 2K video game was Daniel Bryan in 2K14.
Yeah.
Because in 2K15 was John Cena, who had already been a cover star. 2K16 was Steve Austin. And looking over 2K17, Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's good to have like a current new guy.
I would have liked to have the New Day on there instead, though.
Full-time guy, probably more specifically.
Yeah.
I feel like the New Day are bigger stars than Seth Rollins, but
semantics.
Well, you see the thing with the way Vince works, the way Vince's mind works, and basically every McMahon's mind's work is if they're not the Legion of Doom, they're not a real big top name tag team.
That's stupid because the New Day brings in. They also print money.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
But, you know.
Which, by the way, can I just. A quick aside. Austin Creed's going to Con Bravo in Hamilton, Ontario this July.
Oh, cool.
And I'm all kinds of pissed the fuck off because originally I was thinking, hey, maybe I could pull off Con Bravo for a weekend. And then Japan World Heroes happened. And, well, I'm super happy. And I'm super happy. Don't get me wrong. I want to go to Japan World Heroes. I want to go. But I only have so much money and time.
Indeed. We got some more names announced for the Mae Young Classic. We got Kimberly, Alpha Female, and Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm down.
Yeah.
Where's my Rosemary?
No, Rosemary's she's an Impact.
Yeah.
She should instead get a lot more money at WWE where she belongs, so I can actually watch her wrestle again.
Here's my problem with that. I feel like her gimmick wouldn't work on the main roster.
Why not?
Because they always seem to screw up a lot of things.
Case in point, segment 1, Bailey, you were talking about it.
I know, but
it's called Vincent
for like
Kennedy
a year.
McMahon, asshole.
They did fine with Bray for like a year. She's basically like the same spooky gimmick, but like more goth and cooler. So I don't know. My point is that I miss seeing Rosemary, and I don't want to watch Impact. So
you could just watch it like on watch the clips on YouTube.
I know. I should one day.
Just watch the Rosemary clips on YouTube. You'll be happy. Also, look up the interview that Rosemary did with Ambi. It's a YouTube channel called A Music Blog. Yeah.
Cool.
And she did the interview completely in character.
Yes.
Did not break kayfabe.
It's like over 10 minutes long, and she did not break character once. It's amazing.
Do you think Nikki Bella's going to be in the Mae Young Classic?
Fuck no.
I don't think any main roster women are going to be in the Mae Young Classic.
No.
It's so weird because when they first announced it, they made it seem like it was going to be all main roster women, and now it seems like it's just new girls, which I like. But it's kind of weird that they don't.
It's basically.
I think the intention was the same way they did the Cruiserweight Classic. I think that was the idea at first.
Yeah, and I'm down.
So T-Dub and I didn't have any doubts on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
What else, T-Dub? What else?
Glow debuted on Netflix today, and I watched the first 2 episodes. It's really good.
It's so good.
I need to watch that.
It's got Johnny Mundo in it.
That's true.
For 2 episodes.
Also, I find it to be very entertaining. It's very interesting. Just I don't want to give any spoilers, but I like how they make the main character really, really flawed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that gives her like extra motivation to get better. And if you need any other motivation, there's a lot of fan service. Like this is a like hard R-rated show. Like that kind of caught me out surprised because the original Glow was like this cheesy PG show.
Very
and now
PG.
they've made it now they've made it super R-rated, like super.
Well, it was so funny because we watched I think 3 episodes today. The cool thing is that they're only 30 minutes long instead of like a full hour, so you feel like, cool, yeah, we finished the whole episode of Glow, rad, and then you just watch the next one and it feels nice. So we were watching it, and the beginning is about like women empowerment and like being as good as the boys, and then there's boobies, and so Nick was like, I'm confused. This show can't be feminist. There's boobies, and I had to like explain that like the point of feminism is that you can like do whatever you want with your body, and so you can have a speech about being as good as the men, but also throw your tits around if you want. Like that's the point. Yeah. And that's why Glow is really cool, because it is about like women being sexy, but it's also about them like trying to do something that is a predominantly male thing. So it's cool. I like it.
I think it's a cool like snapshot of the 80s and just seeing how far women's wrestling really has come from then till now.
Yeah.
Oh, and Kong is in it, and she is so funny because she has to pretend like she doesn't know how to wrestle, and it's just the best thing you've ever seen in your life. Like a wrestler pretending they don't know how to wrestle. It's the best.
Also, all the women who did know how to wrestle were trained by Chavo.
Which?
Originally.
Originally.
Well, no.
Actually, yeah, because there's a couple of vignettes. There's a stunt coordinator, and of course, Chavo Guerrero is the wrestling coordinator, which is kind of a nice little setback because who trained the women of Glow?
Yeah,
originally
Chavo Senior.
Chavo Senior.
No, it wasn't. It was
Hector.
No, it was
a Guerrero. I do know it was a Guerrero.
Was it Mondo?
Mondo. That's the one. Either that or Hector.
So yeah, it runs in the family for the Guerreros to train the ladies of Glow.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, I highly recommend it.
Oh God! Shin, and we have our Matt Damon joke. Shin Tiger Curl, Maxicorn in the chat. Matt Damon too. He's playing Big Bad Mama.
Alrighty then. Yeah, that's another one of our running jokes. Matt Damon's in everything because it really does seem like he is in everything.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, we lost a little bit of stuff there for a second.
That's all right. This should all be fine.
Yeah, we are recording and we just lost for about a few seconds. Sorry about that, folks.
That's fine.
Lag. That's what happens when we have 3 ACs in the house, folks. That's what it is. It's just sometimes something powers on. Moving right along.
Moving on to Lucha Underground. Phoenix.
Yep.
Phoenix, Pindar, Cage, and Marty, the Moth Martinez, all advanced in the Cueto Cup.
Yep.
Phoenix and Melissa Santos seem to be an on-screen couple, and Marty's not happy about that, and he is super creepy because he keeps a picture of Melissa Santos in his trunks. Right next to his crotch. They make sure you notice this with close-ups.
Could someone, Dave, whoever's editing the shit out of this?
It's just a little weird even for me. Just like, no, we didn't need to see, we didn't need confirmation of where he keeps those pictures.
We did not need a shot of Matt Stryker's ass in the Summer to Dismember. We do not need a shot of Marty the Moth Martinez's fucking crotch. We do not. We do not.
Also, we didn't need to know that Marty and Mariposa might be incestuous. That's a bit much.
Oh, God.
That was the kind of vibe they were sending us here. It can't be interpreted any other way. With how close they were getting, just stop.
This is me right now.
No! 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 No!
That's me.
Moving on to Impact. Seidel won a 6-way elimination X Division match, so he's now a top contender. Sanjay Dutt got to have his celebration for winning the X Division title, which makes me really happy that they're actually giving him time to celebrate. And then Loki came out. He was very respectful. He said, hey, how about a rematch? 2 out of 3 falls. Also, now that match is going to happen. They shook hands, and then Loki pulled a "Where do you think you're going?" clothesline.
Oh, yeah. D Elite. D Elite.
He didn't exactly say those words, but anytime anyone does like a betrayal clothesline, that's what
the
it always comes
betrayal
to my
clothesline, the handshake, and then "Where do you think you're going?" creepy music.
Have you ever watched Being the Elite, Mumbles?
I don't like it.
Oh, there's a running. There's a running joke.
It's such a dude thing too. It's too like we're a bunch of dudes just having dude time together. Woo! I'm just like, this is not
There's
for
this
me.
current running joke where there's like this trainee at Ring of Honor called Flip Gordon, and they just like shake his hands, and at the end Matt was just, he looks straight to the camera, goes, "Where do you think you're going?" clotheslines him, and then all the members of the Bullet Club just beat the shit out of them with their finishing moves.
It's just boys.
It's a harmless
it's
rib.
Just boys being boys.
It's a harmless rib, T-Dub. That's what it is.
And that is every time I watch Being the Elite, it always just brings a smile to my face, just because it's just so goofy and just ridiculous. And you know they're not taking any of this seriously. Also, they told an entire storyline on Being the Elite that led up to a pay-per-view, which was amazing.
True.
The one with Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah, Adam Cole and Mari Skrull. Like, all that was told on their YouTube channel. That whole storyline.
Yeah, and I like that idea. I wish that I liked it, but it's just too like, it's too much of boys being boys, to be honest.
Is it because a lot of their storyline just revolves around the DM of Kenny's dick pic?
I mean, no, it's them. It's, how do I explain it?
I get it. I was just making fun.
Yeah, it's too, I don't know, like it's too cringy. It's like cringe humor to the extreme.
Yeah, I think that's what part of the appeal is, that they know it's cringe humor, but they keep doing it.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
On Impact, we also had Sienna and Laurel Van Ness defeating Rosemary and Allie in a tag team match that I think should have gone a bit longer, especially because it's Rosemary's first ever pinfall loss. But I do like the fact
that should have been saved for a pay-per-view, if you ask me.
Yeah, I do like that they turned Rosemary face because the fans just wanted to cheer her anyways. And I hope that in the unification match, Rosemary wins. Also, something that was hilarious was Moose announced that his tag team partner for a match at Slammiversary, Eli Drake and Chris Adonis versus Moose and some NFL guy I've never heard of. And what's funny was they cut back from the video package, and Eli and Adonis already just beating the shit out of Moose. They didn't even wait for it to cut back. They're like, fuck this. I found that to be hilarious. Because like they always just wait for it to come back to get the signal from somebody at ringside, and then they start doing the attack. But no, there's like it's just good heel heat. I love it.
Yep.
The one real big downside was the main event was just a tag team match, the typical television tag team match. Alberto and I can't remember who it was Lashley and EC3 versus Alberto and I can't remember who his partner was. Who was the babyface in this match with Alberto? Fuck. All I know is that it was kind of a blah match. Because it was just your prototypical TV tag match. And then, of course, he had Vanguard Championship Wrestling. They're having their big show of the year in July, July 29th, I believe. It's going to feature the undefeated Marcellus Prime, a.k.a. the Human Terminator. JJ Blake and Phil Brown will be defending their tag team titles against the Hellcats. Gino will be defending his Commonwealth Heritage Championship against Ricky Reyes, a.k.a. Cortez Castro from Lucha Underground. Brandon Scott will be defending the VCW Heavyweight title against Shannon Moore. And making a special appearance will be Scott Hall.
Hey, yo.
Just to hang or to, like, wrestle?
He's not going to be wrestling. He's probably just going to do like there's gonna be a meet and greet beforehand, like at 5.
Nice.
The meet and greets aren't all that great because you're just there just to get a photo and then you just shoot out of the room.
I see.
So I went there last year. I got a photo with Booker T and an autograph. It was all right. I would have liked to like have at least a sentence with him.
I saw at the Ring of Honor New Japan show, they had all of the New Japan guys just standing outside of the room that the show was in, and then you would like stand in line and do the meet and greet, and I was too shy, so I just made a lot of eye contact with Naito. The end.
That's cool.
Yeah.
According to Hairball, Scott Hall is ripped, so maybe he'll be in the main event 20-man battle royal.
I hope not. I hope he just hangs out.
By the way, one of the cool things about this battle royal is that the fans pick names out of a container for the next entrance, so it's completely random.
Fun.
I don't know how they book a match like that. That seems really confusing.
They just all say Abyss. That's how they do
it. It would also be cool to see Abyss at one of these shows.
That's true.
We've had TNA guys there before, like Sanjay Dutt has wrestled here before. So maybe he'll show up again as X Division champion.
Maybe.
I honestly hope so. Anyways, that is all of the news of the week. Oh, also one more thing. Somebody needs to get the fuck out of the business.
What?
It's been a while since I've done something like this. Miss Pamela Lee Winslow. She is a camera woman. She took photos for Shimmer last year, and she has yet to send any of the photos to the promoter.
Yeah.
To the point where Dave Prazak had to call her out on Facebook earlier tonight.
Yeah, send those pictures, bitch.
Wow.
Yeah. And he said that he was very patient. He tried getting contact with her multiple times. And when he hired her last year, he had to turn away good people that he trusted. So, yeah. Get out of the business, Pamela. Out. Boom. There's the door.
Yeah. You don't mess around with that shit. Anyway.
It's time for winners and losers.
Let's do that. Let's do losers. Mumbles.
I mean, yeah. Just, anyone who likes women's wrestling and WWE, that's the loser. Yeah.
Oh.
Got the shaft this week, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
it was a roller coaster of emotions, I think.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Pretty much. T-Dub?
Yeah, I have to mimic what she says. I think Money in the Bank could have been a lot better. So yeah, Money in the Bank. Because usually SmackDown pay-per-views are like the highlight of Raw and SmackDown shows.
Yeah. I got WWE for Money in the Bank. That fucking show sucked. James Elsworth for fucking up the first women's.
You can't blame him. He was just doing what he was told to the best of his ability.
To quote a guy that I'm supposed to hate according to the internet law, I will.
You just quoted Roman Reigns.
Yes, I did.
How dare you?
How dare I? You know what?
I can and I will. Thanks, Roman.
I can't believe that's a fucking catchphrase in 2017. God damn it. Anyway, I gotta give one to Colin Cassidy, Big Cass this week. Let's put this in perspective. You just flushed a shitload of money down the drain. That's fair. That's fair enough. I fucking hate the idea of splitting up ends on Cass. But here's an indication the heel turn will eventually fail. And it will fail. First off, kudos to Big Cass. For what it was, he did a great job with that promo. There was emotion in that voice. You felt that anger. And you felt Enzo, and it is like, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, please. Kick. But what's going to cause this to fail? What? Every time Big Cass would stop. What? You know you're in deep shit when the crowd immediately rejects your heel turn and starts going, what? Same thing happened with Alexa Bliss in the This Is My Life segment a few weeks ago. Huh. And that promo over there sucked. Bad. And Colin Kasey probably pulled one of his best promos he could probably ever pull. And the crowd could not give less of a shit.
That and usually these tag team breakups don't always go well for people afterwards. Just like the Primetime Players, Crime Time. Mm-hmm. What other tag teams break up that didn't really do all that well? Seems like Gold and Truth actually seem to be breaking the trend from what I hear.
I mean, they're taking their time. They're building up with these promos, which admittedly are actually entertaining. It's just, and they're going to put a lot, Enzo and Cass are going to put some effort into this feud. I have no doubt in that. I'm just worried that...
Where are they going to be like 3 months from now?
Yeah, I'm just worried that the crowd is not willing to follow. They want to keep Enzo and Cass together, despite the loss of momentum in that tag team. You know what I mean? I'm afraid the crowd is not going to want to follow. So, despite the efforts, Big Cass gets a loser.
Oh, another tag team breakup that wasn't all that good. The Hart Dynasty.
Hart Dynasty. Hardy Boys at the start.
Oh, yeah, that first
tag team breakup. 2002, that first tag breakup.
Nobody wants to be the Fat Hardy.
No. No, sir. No, madam. Let's get off the negative stuff. Let's do some winners. Mumbles?
Glow. Glow is a really good show, and if you like wrestling and you like seeing boobies sometimes, it's a good show.
Fair enough. Teed up.
You have to once again echo that sentiment. As someone who was a fan of Allison Brie during her time in Community, if you haven't seen that show, it starts off really good.
Yes.
So I was like, yay, now I get to see her boobs, yay. And she gets to act really well, too. So it's just a good bonus.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Let's see what else. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, Fire Pro Wrestling has a release date.
Oh, nice. What is it?
July 20th for early access.
Ooh.
Fun.
So if you have a Steam account, July 20th, you'll get early access for $20. And the developers really are taking consideration into what people want. They're taking all fan feedback.
Nice. My winners this week, Baron Corbin. That was a great ladder match, and he deserves Money in the Bank. He's a hard worker. The St. Louis crowd, they got a really crappy pay-per-view, and they could have just sat on their hands and let WB know that they were not buying it. But they did not leave. They put some energy into this one.
There was one moment that the crowd lost me a little bit. It was during the Randy Orton Jinder match, and the crowd started chanting USA. I was like, really? Really, crowd? You're going to feel this?
Yeah.
Every time I hear the USA chant during a Jinder match, I'm just like,
cringe.
No.
There is some cringe.
You're just giving them more fuel to make this xenophobic angle, crowd. You know that, right? This is your fault now.
Yup.
Pretty much. And this is going to be a bit of a thing. I got Mark Hamill and Weird Al for the stars of the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Well, Mark Hamill didn't have one until now?
He's getting one this year.
Took long enough for them to give him one, jeez.
I know, right? And finally, I got, for those who follow my Instagram and Twitter, I've been updating myself, you folks up there on the progress of my Blue Power Ranger cosplay. Got the belt, and one of my winners is the person who actually made the belt. She goes under That Ranger Girl on Instagram. She has an Etsy store. well worth the time and price, folks. She's worth it, so check her out.
Also, Mike Shao. Dave!
Oh, wow. Mumbles question, could B&TW have a guest spot on Butterfly Belt?
Only if you guys actually watch the show.
He does.
He does. He does.
You gotta watch the show, bro.
I do not watch Total Divas because I don't like reality TV. I only ever watch the episodes when someone pays me to, and I hate the shows. I hate Total Divas. I hate Total Bellas.
You cannot be on this show. It's a show about how much we love it.
Well, okay, what I have to ask, what about the shows drives your enjoyment?
For me, it's like I think that first of all, I love Nikki Bella, and I love seeing her just be a goof. And I think that she actually says some pretty fun stuff and smart stuff. I also really love seeing John Cena on the show because John Cena's like the best. And
Is it because of the house rules?
No, it's not just that. It's like he's always just so like he always just has so much wisdom. And like, okay, like no joke, in his house he has a picture of FDR, Stalin, and Churchill like in his dining room. And I can't think of anyone in my life who would do that. And so
why Stalin?
It's the picture where they're all making a deal about being allies and stuff. It's that one when they're all three of them are sitting down and there's a bunch of people behind them. It's a black and white one. Anyway.
Anyway, what's coming up on RVT? I'm going to move on before this gets even weirder.
She's still going, Maddie. Let her finish.
All right.
Let her finish.
Oh, God. I just looked at Twitter, and I just saw something about Ring of Honor. And can I just... It's a big spoiler, though. Can I say it?
Sure.
Please. Okay, so the new Ring of Honor World Champion is Cody Rhodes.
Oh, yeah, the pay-per-view happened tonight.
He's becoming Cody Two Belts.
Oh my God.
He's Cody Two Belts.
He's going to become Cody Two Belts at G1 Special. Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
Folks.
Actually, this reminds me, I have a bit of a prediction for that match.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Cody, he hits the crossroads.
Yeah.
He goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, and you just see a towel fly into the ring. And Cody looks over, he's like, what? And you just see Kenny Omega just with this pissed off look in his face. And the Young Bucks are holding him back, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's one of us. He's one of us. Kenny gets in the ring, points the gun at Cody.
Yes.
Boom, pulls the trigger, super kick onto Cody.
Yeah. Oh.
God, yes.
Afterwards, Kenny cut the promo going, all Cody had to do was learn his place. He was supposed to be the Intercontinental Champion guy. I am the World Champion guy. I see exactly where things are going. I saw exactly how AJ Styles took over the Bullet Club. It's the same way that I took over the Bullet Club. It's the same reason I took out Adam Cole, and now I'm taking out Cody.
Yes.
And then you have your feud.
I love it. I usually don't like fantasy booking, but I love that fantasy booking.
I love that. Also, here's an idea for you. The Ring of Honor Heavyweight Champion takes on the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Everyone wins in that scenario, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone. That's going to be an awesome match July 1st. I'm not going to lie. Canada Day is going to be fucking awesome.
Too sweet.
Too
sweet. Dude, Canada Day is going to be fucking awesome for me.
Oh, it takes place on Canada Day?
Yeah. July 1st.
Oh, nice.
Dang.
Well, I have the card right here. Let's see. Let me just tell you what it is. July 1st, main event will be the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Kazuchika Okada versus Cody. It is going to happen. And I am happy in my head place. Anyway.
If Cody wins, I'm probably going to go outside and scream without any pants on or something.
You and the rest of the internet fans.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what's gonna happen.
Pretty much.
Actually, I think it's gonna be split down the middle because half the people want Kenny to be the person to beat Okada.
No, I mean scream with anger.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be happy.
No,
Okay.
I'd be wearing pants if I was happy. The no pants part is
No, usually people take off their pants when they're happy.
not me. Come off when I'm pissed. I'm like a pro wrestler. That's right off.
Oh no, you know who you're like? You're like Tai Chi.
Oh.
Because he takes off. Because just like Tai Chi, you take off your pants when you're angry.
At least I have a hot girlfriend, so that's fine.
The irony of that sentence. That's all I'm going to say of that sequence. Anyway, hey, before we wrap things up for the evening, let's tell you what's going on the YouTube thing and everything else for RVT in the coming days. Of course, tomorrow we have Helmson and Tony Helms with the crew. What are you guys doing?
Tomorrow we're playing Shoot Many Robots.
There you go.
Fun.
On Sunday, TWK Riffs Live. We're back to regular. No, we're not doing the regular schedule. We're doing a finale font for Ultraman Orb. Should be fun. 6 p.m. Eastern for the start time for those wondering. Monday, Shades plays. I believe he's doing a vote on the RVT Facebook to either do just another random game or just do a long form Let's Play. You can vote on that it's on our official Facebook page at RVT Entertainment. Tuesday, Rift Down with TWK and the crew. SmackDown is getting interesting. You're getting a ladder match next week.
Let's just hope it's really, 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 really good. That's all I want from it. At this point,
Or really, really bad.
Nothing in the middle, I guess.
Exactly.
Hey,
it'll be Don't bullshit it. Either really, really bad or really, really good. That's all I want.
Either way, it shall be interesting to talk about on Friday. On Wednesday, we're doing a TRPG, but it's not going to be the Warhammer one, the Enemy Within. We're doing a Monk Mini. It'll be myself, Mike Shell, the Shades, and Mildra the Monk. I believe Lady K is sticking around for that one as well. She's got at least one more before her schedule officially changes. On Thursday, it's a Ranger recap. It'll be myself, the Shades, and Easy Rider doing another classic riff. We have news on when Ninja still comes back and when we'll be back to regularly scheduled riffing. And for those wondering, we have an episode that is up from last week. We riffed Power Rangers Zeo episode 12, The Instrument of Destruction. And one of my favorite moments in Zeo was part of that episode as well. So, and I had fun riffing it. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire! And of course, we'll be back here next Friday for another episode of the Wrestle-Cast. I believe we are previewing Slammiversary, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Slammiversary is next week.
Slammiversary, we'll be doing a preview of that. Of course, Hairball will be there as well to help us out with that. I believe he wants to talk about Bray Wyatt in that particular situation, if you will.
Do we really have to talk about that? Is that really even worth fucking talking about?
I think he wants to talk about it. I don't know fucking why. He wants to bring it up.
I don't get it. Why? What's the point? It has nothing to do with anything that's happening on screen.
Gotta get that JoJo.
At this point, I'm shrugging like Doriana. I'm like, huh? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Yeah, he says, yup. He has insider info, he says. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is going to be such a thing next week.
Also, Mike, Dave!
What do you say this time?
Rebecca Black, what do you think?
Friday! Gotta get down on Friday!
God damn it.
That was pretty good. That was not bad.
I have an okay singing voice sometimes.
I believe that both of you do. I don't. I sing like a tortoise.
Oh.
But I still sing.
Hey, as long as you put emotion into it.
Yeah, there's that. Anyway, we thank you very much for joining us for the evening. And Mumbles.
Yes.
Digital Mumbles on YouTube, right?
Digital Mumbles on YouTube. Butterfly Belt podcast for all your Total Diva needs. My Patreon is Mumbles.
Yep.
Check me out. Oh, and my Twitter is Nice Move Mumbles. Follow me on Twitter for all of your Mumbles needs.
All right. T-Dub, new video.
Yeah, just released today, my review of Tokon Road 2, The Next Generation, a licensed Nintendo 64 New Japan Pro Wrestling game. Ooh. I want to review this one because it really went under the radar. I don't think barely anybody's heard of it, I think.
I will say this. Nope. I was one of those people, and after, if I find it, I might want to play it. That's all I'm going to say there.
Yeah, it was developed by Ukes, published by Hudson Soft, and it's kind of strange, but overall, I am glad that I own it.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those games, man. One of those games. Anyway, that'll do it for ladies and gentlemen. We thank you very much for tuning in for this particular edition. On behalf of Mumbles,
ew,
and of course TWK.
Until next time, this is TWK of TWK Reviews, telling you to work your gimmick.
My name's Matty Jay and Mountain Hill Professional Wrestling, sports independent promotion, as soon as possible. Hey, fighting back, Wrestling with Cancer, you know what the main event is? Speedball Mike Bailey versus Filthy Tom Lawler.
Meow. That's my kind of fight.
Which one?
Both of those guys.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Take my fucking money. It's right between those two trips I have to take in August. I'm going. I am fucking going. So, folks, I'll see you there. Until then, have a good one. Have a safe one. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
First ever Miss Money in the Bank, Carmella!
Kids, would you step outside for a second?
Dear Lord, that's the loudest profanity I've ever heard.